Hello, you are most welcome to our next session. We are still continuing with Surds. Today we are looking at how we rationalize Surds. Rationalizing means that we are getting the conjugate of the denominator, and the conjugate means, for instance, in our first example we have root 3 minus root 2. So the conjugate means we are changing the sign, which is a minus to a plus, so that we shall have root 3 plus root 2. That is what we mean by conjugate. And we multiply that conjugate by the numerator and the denominator, and we end up with such a thing. So our conjugate was, since it is a minus, the conjugate will have a plus, and we multiply that conjugate down and up. So that is how we rationalize Surds. So after knowing that principle, then the rest is just simplifying. So we multiply 1 by the bracket, and since it is a 1, so we shall remain with the very bracket. Then down we are multiplying 2 brackets. Please, when we are multiplying these 2 brackets, we multiply them the very way we would multiply 2 brackets of a plus b and a minus b. And if you're a good mathematician, you would just know that this is a difference of 2 squares, which is the same as a squared minus b squared, and therefore the same applies here. Since now in this case my a is root 3, my b is root 2, so just square this and square this, you end up with 3 minus 2. This is what we have. But still, if we don't use the shortcut of the difference of 2 squares, we can take the wrong route, whereby we shall expand the brackets and simplify. So since we have the 2 brackets, we can decide to split the first bracket. If we split the first bracket, we multiply this by the second bracket to get us this. Then the second one with its sign comes and multiplies the second bracket to get us this. And now we shall open these brackets, so that root 3 times root 3 gives us root 9. Root 3 times root 2 gives us root 6. Then minus root 2 times root 3 gives us minus root 6. Negative and a positive, negative. Root 2 times root 2, root 4. Then these ones will cancel because they are the same but having different signs. So we end up with root 3 plus root 2 over root 9 is 3, root 4 is 2. So the one who has used this is far away from us. Otherwise, both can work. So when you get 3 minus 2 getting us a 1, any number divided by 1 is that very number. Therefore, we remain with the root 3 plus root 2 as our final answer. So here the trick is, when you are told to summarize, get the conjugate side of the denominator, which is simply the change of the sign. If it is a plus, then the conjugate will be a minus. If it is a minus, the conjugate will be a plus. And multiply that conjugate with the numerator and the denominator. As simple as that. The rest is just simplifying. So let us look at our second example concerning rationalizing Surds. Our second example is 6 plus root 3 over 2 root 3 minus 3. So we shall get the conjugate. Since it is a minus, our conjugate will have a plus. And multiply this conjugate both up and down. So we get two brackets which we open. Remember how we expand this. You split the first bracket, multiply 6 by the second bracket to give us this. Then this second term comes with its sign, also multiplies the second bracket to give us this. The same applies down, and when you simplify, you open bracket and simplify. 6 times 2 root 3 will give us 12 root 3. Then 6 times 3 is plus 18. Root 3 times 2 root 3 gives us 2 root 9. Plus and the plus remains a plus. Root 3 times 3 is 3 root 3. Then down we do the same, and we shall end up with our answer. We shall collect like a terms, whereby we shall end up with 24 plus 15 root 3 over 12 minus 9, which gives us 24 plus 15 root 3 over 3. But the 3 can divide the 2, so we simplify that. When you divide 24 by 3, you end up with 8, and when you divide 15 by 3, you end up with 5. So that gives us the final answer as 8 plus 5 root 3. So that is how we rationalize surds. This mathematics is simple, but you must understand the principles. The principle in rationalizing is get the conjugate surd and multiply it up and down. The rest is just opening brackets and simplifying. Alright, see you next time. Please don't forget to subscribe.